Greetings, I'm Ron Wills, and today I wanted to address this flagging campaign done by a group of black women whose aim is to get the accounts of several black YouTubers terminated. Now, I had discovered this list after a supporter sent me a copy of it, and my name was right there. And to be honest with you, I just shrugged it off. I'm one of those people. I've been on somebody's list since I was like 7 years old for good and bad reasons. So it was just like, whatever. I didn't think much of it. But I've had several supporters who were contacting me. And just to be clear, these supporters were both black men and black women. And that's a point I wanted to address a little bit later in this video. So, like I said, I wasn't particularly concerned. But I did want to make this statement, especially for my supporters. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you who have reached out to me, who showed some concern, who defended me. A special shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I actually seen the email that was sent, and I really appreciate it, brother. I really appreciate it. This is my thought on being on that list. Let's be real. It doesn't represent any real power, except the power of a snitch. And even law enforcement doesn't represent snitches. The most, these women, and to be honest with you, I've probably been flagged by more men, and that's a whole other issue. The most they can do is flag. They can flag the channel. They can flag some videos. In fact, I've had several videos, 5 videos that were flagged and demonetized. That whole not consistent with the advertising or something like that. Yeah, 5 times. And 5 times I clicked a box casually, had them reviewed, and the videos were monetized again. Look, the thing about this is, YouTube is still in control of this. YouTube still has to review it. That's, like I said, that's not power, that's snitching. And whatever. There are trolls who are going to flag your account just because they don't like you, or a video just because they don't like what was said. But it still has to go through another person who's going to make a judgment. Now, when this thing first went down, I just took a few, maybe about 15 minutes and read through the community guidelines. None of my videos violate those guidelines. And in fact, as I'm shooting this video, and as it's being uploaded, I have not violated any community guidelines. I have 0 strikes on my channel. Let me say that again. I have 0 strikes on my channel. This is despite some trolls saying they would flag my channel. Look, here's my feeling on it. If I cannot stand by every single word in my videos, if I cannot stand by them, whether it offends somebody or not, whether it empowers somebody or not, I don't need to be doing videos. And here's my feeling. This is my challenge to the group of women who want to flag all these videos. Well, particularly mine. I'm just going to take this challenge on, take this on upon myself. You're welcome to it. Please do. Please do. And then once you flag them and I'm still up, or they still monetize, as a friend of mine, a dear friend growing up would say, after someone threatened him in the past, he would say, okay, then where you going to live? And this is not a threat against you, but it's just, my point is, what now? What you going to do then? Actually, I'm going to make a suggestion. Take I don't know. Check any random 10 videos, the most egregious, the most whatever. Send copies of them to the general counsel of YouTube or Google or whoever matters. Also send copies to every single advertiser that you've seen advertised on the videos. Don't limit yourself to YouTube. Send them. I will stand in front of them. Let them see the videos. That's how much faith I have that nothing will happen. And I'm saying that with faith. You know, I know it. I shouldn't even use the word faith. I know it. Because the guidelines are simple. That one woman can say, I harassed her. Not one. Not one. Or like, you know, called her out her name. Now, I've said stuff about groups of women, but I've also said stuff praising groups of women too. So, hey, that's not against the community guidelines. And, you know, like I said, I stand by everything. Because here's the bottom line for me. Every single time that somebody tries to come against me at all, I always win. Because even during this time, I've noticed an increase in book sales. So that's my bottom line. YouTube isn't my only source of income. Neither are book sales. But that's it for that. Like I said, flag away. Anyway, right? I wanted to, this is directed more at the brothers who are going through this, who are supporting. Understand something, and this is something we need to be very clear on. We can't look at this as an attack by all black women. There are plenty of black women who they want to see positive relationships. They love black men. They support. That's why, you know what, that's why I really haven't got really like into some vengeance mode with this. I really haven't. And the reason why, because I have some very beautiful black women who, they let me know about this. They supported me. They know who they are. You know, they're in my comments and they add into the conversation. You know, I even get donations from black women, including a swirler. So, you know, like I said, I stand by it. So, but we have to understand, since maybe 1966, there's been a growing amount of toxic women in the black community. And the thing is, they have never been a majority. Let me say that again. They have never been a majority. And there's actually some deeper reasons for their existence, and trust me, that's when we get real deep into some stuff, right? But I'll just call them toxic women. And for the record, toxic women are not a protected class. Keep that in mind. These toxic women, they're the type, and we all seen them. And if you really look at history, you look at the history of the last 40, 50 years, these are the type of women, they're just going to hate black men. They're going to defame a black man. A black man could do everything right, and they're going to find a way to defame him. That's the source of, like, very good men being hated on. Because if you look at it, that's what many brothers have felt. And you're not imagining things. And, well, the creation of these toxic women, it's complicated. I would suggest anyone interested, do a search on the term Diana complex. Do a search on that. And that's just part of it. It's something still deeper. But these women, they toxic to the point if it's sunny outside, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you say the sky is blue, they will argue with you. If you say water is wet, they will argue with you. That's just their nature. And it's not even that these women so much as hate black men. They actually hate feminine women too. And I'm just going to keep it raw. And a lot of women know that. A lot of women know that. Women out here who are slim, women out here are considered pretty, women out here who are light skinned. You know, they're being hated on by many other women, and that's where you're getting a lot of this. That's where you're getting a lot of this. These toxic women claim to speak for the black community, or the black women rather, but they don't. And the thing that as men we have to do is stand our ground on this. You have to stand in your truth. The one thing that these toxic women cannot abide by is a man that stands up. They can't stand it. They hate it. They will try to destroy him. But when you stand your ground in truth, they can't do anything. Truth is actually a smart weapon. If you use truth to destroy somebody's belief system, you can literally kill them. And that is not a threat. It's a reality. Because people will build a self-image, but if you shatter that self-image, it will shatter them. My appeal to fellow black YouTubers: stand your ground. Now, the one thing I would ask you to do is, you can address an issue without attacking a particular person. You don't have to do that. That's a female's way. I got to stop that now. I'm being dead serious. No. Attack the issue. Not attack the person. Attack the issue. Deal with the issue. Because the issue is bigger than them. If you feel the need to attack that person, don't do the video. Because that is against YouTube guidelines. And they have a case there. So it's easy to deal with it. Because the issue, here's the issue. Here's the issue right here, right? If you got a problem with that person, it's not really the person, it's the people following that person. Well, that person is a spokesman, or a spokeswoman, rather. If they saying some negative things, they could say whatever. It's the fact that they're being supported. So you need to attack the issue. And stand your ground on it. Stand your ground. Because one of the reasons why these toxic women have risen the way they did, because not enough men stood their ground. It's sad to say, but too many men capitulated back in the day. We didn't really, part of it wasn't really even cowardice. It was just, it was like, oh, well, this is the new thing. And they didn't realize it. A lot of them didn't realize it till it was too late. And this isn't something that just started in the last 10 years. This is going back to the 70s. So now, hey, we see what's happened. It's time to stand the ground. It's time to stay in the ground against these social parasites. So keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing it. Don't worry. If you know you strong, if you know you have positive stuff in your videos, if you know you speaking truth, go for it. Go for it. Dare them to come. If you righteous, even YouTube won't go against that. Now, if you know you're doing some stuff that can get you in trouble, well, you need to change some things. It's just that simple. But stand your ground, though. Stand your ground. You don't have to just totally turn over. You can still address the issue. Because that's the only way things are going to change. That's the only thing. Because, we've tried compromise. We have tried compromise. The Million Man March back in the day was really a compromise. It was about atonement. And even I remember back then, only a few brothers were like, atone for what? No more. Because now we getting some women trying to deprive men of a livelihood just because they don't like what they're saying. They're trying to control free speech, because that's what it is. Because it isn't about bullying and harassment. Most of the brothers on that list, they don't say anything about, they don't say anything negative. Even some women have said, look, they don't talk any negative stuff. Hell, most brothers out there really just want a good woman to come home to. Really want a good sister. Because, look, I know some brothers now, even if they have trouble with sisters, they still don't want to cross over. But we have to deal with this toxic issue. We have to deal with it. In the first place, no, just stand. Just stand your ground. Like I said, you can come for me. Y'all can come for me. Y'all want to flag my stuff? Go. Y'all want to flag this video? Go for it. In fact, send it to a legal counsel for all I care. And I got some tricks up my sleeve too. But what will happen? Then what? Look, that's it. But that's the main thing. My main points, even doing the video, doing it live, because y'all know I just like to throw up a picture. Really, it's just easier, because I got set lighting and all that stuff. You know? But the main reason is just, look, I appreciate the love that my supporters have shown me. And don't worry about wrong. I'm not the one y'all should be concerned about in all of this. I'm really not. So, that's it for today. And for the men, take this message to heart, really. And for the sisters that supporting us, the sisters who know, who still have love for black men, for especially the sisters who, you know, were sending me emails through this, contacted me. Look, we got you too, babe. We got you too, all right? So anyway, that's it for today. Peace and blessings.